Hello and welcome to another episode of Trust Check with me, Hajara Hussaini. On Trust Check, we bring you weekly reports on viral claims made mostly on social media that left people shocked and confused. The urge to be the first to break news or get engagement on their social media leads people to share unverified information via different platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And with so much going on in the country, ranging from the fuel price hike, Naira scarcity, and election day right around the corner, fake news merchants have taken advantage of these happenings to disseminate false information. That is why I always remind you to double-check the information you receive before sharing to reduce the spread of fake news in society. Let's take a quick break. Welcome back. Today we take on claims made on and off social media, and the first was made on Twitter suggesting that the fuel subsidy will be removed in the first week of March. The author of the tweet said the product would sell for 500 naira per litre. The tweet reads, "Petrol subsidy will be removed in the first week of March 2023. You heard it here first. Brace up as petrol will be selling around 500 naira or more, and you will know the Father Christmas Buhari has been doing for you since." Well, it is no longer news that Nigerians have been struggling with petrol scarcity since late last year, with several filling stations selling for as high as 300 naira, which is above the pump price of 185 naira. In a bid to validate the claim, checks showed that according to the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, said the federal government may begin a cautious removal of petrol subsidy from April 2023. What will be safer is for the current administration to maybe at the beginning of the second quarter start removing the fuel subsidy, because it's more expedient if you remove it gradually than to wait and remove it all in one big swoop, she said. The minister added that the petrol subsidy era should be halted as the government had to borrow to buy petrol products. She, however, stated that the president would not consider a solution that would burden its citizens. Relying on available data, TrustCheck can confirm that there's no evidence that the petrol subsidy will be removed on the first week of March, nor that fuel will be sold at 500 naira from next month, as stated by the tweet. Hence, the claim is false. The second claim was made by the governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. He recently stated that only 34% of Nigerians own bank accounts. The governor, who made the comments when he met with Traders Association in the state, added that only 9% of bank account owners conduct online transactions. He condemned the timing of Naira redesign and cashless economy policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria, describing it as a deliberate attempt to incite Nigerians against the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Let's take a look at the video.
I'm appealing to all of you not to join the protests or engage in any violence. Let us know who our enemy is. Our enemy is not us. Our enemy are those fifth columnists in the villa, and they will fail. This is a deliberate conspiracy against the APC as the ruling party to be blamed for these difficulties. And this is why we came out and revealed what was going on, to change 3 trillion in a matter of weeks. And then you print only 300 billion worth of notes, unless you want to create a crisis. Why would you do that? Only 34% of Nigerians have bank accounts. Only 9% of Nigerians used digital platforms for their transactions. You think that you'll move 34% and 9% to 100% overnight?
Based on data from relevant agencies, TrustCheck can confirm that both claims made by Malam Nasir El-Rufai are inaccurate. The last claim is a 45 seconds video going around on social media suggesting that the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is set to take in a new bride from Katsina named Khadija Abubakar Bawa Wagini. According to the video going around, the wedding is set to take place on February 18, 2023 at the Katsina Central Mosque. It added that this is an invitation for those who did not receive it. Yes, this is the length fake news merchants can go to misinform people. Let's take a look.
Katsina ta dukko ɗakin kara, wannan haka yake, domin kuwa Alhaji Bola Ahmad Tinubu wato Asuwaju ɗan takarar shugaban ƙasar Najeriya a ƙarƙashin jam'iyyar APC zai angwance da amaryarsa wato Khadija Abubakar Bawa Wagiri, wanda za a yi kamar haka ranar Asabar 18 ga watan Fabrairu a Central Mosque da ke cikin garin Katsina. Wakilin amarya mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina wato Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari. Wakilin ango shine mai girma gwamnan jihar Kano Alhaji Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, mai masaukin baki na musamman Alhaji Dahiru Bara'u Mangal. Wannan na matsayin katin gayyata ga wanda bai samu ba. Allah ya bada ikon zuwa. Amin.
In a bid to verify the authenticity of the video, Chuschek reached out to a correspondent in Katsina to confirm, and he revealed that several members of the Presidential Campaign Council had debunked the claim. However, the chief spokesperson of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Festus Keyamo, reacted to the video saying it is a fabrication from the opposition camp. He said it is obviously one of that infantile propaganda from the opposition. They are just desperately targeting the Christian votes that his wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, is bringing to the ticket, and they know she is a pastor. That is why they are bringing up the propaganda of Asiwaju marrying a Muslim wife from Katsina, who would now be the first lady. I won't be surprised if this is coming from the PDP. That party has gone to an all-time low. You can see that it is not a serious party again. The PDP is a shadow of its old self. The director of media and publicity for the PPC, Bayo Onanuga, also kicks against it. You should know that this is not true. I do not know the people who crafted and put it together, he said. Going by available information, Chuschek can confirm that the video in circulation is fake. Now to our Need to Know segment, we'll be looking at the voting procedures on Election Day. With the Election Day fast approaching and as part of preparations for the general elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced the voting procedures for the elections coming up in February and March 2023. In Nigeria, elections usually occur on Saturdays and are carried out following the Independent National Electoral Commission guidelines. According to the procedures of voting on Election Day, voting starts at 8:30 a.m. The polling unit opens from 8 a.m. for accreditation and closes at 1 p.m. What this means is that only voters who were on the queue before 1 p.m. would be accredited. Eligible voters are expected to vote in the same polling unit they completed their voter registration or transferred to by the Commission. An eligible voter must be a citizen of Nigeria, 18 years and above, have registered in the constituency he or she intends to vote, and bring along the Permanent Voter Card (PVC) on Election Day. The next step is presenting the Permanent Voter's Card for accreditation using the Bimodal Voter Accreditation System (BVAS). The BVAS is an electronic device designed to read the PVC and authenticate voters on Election Day. The BVAS enables human recognition through a biometric verification mechanism using both fingerprints and facial recognition of voters. The device can also capture images of the polling unit result sheets and upload the image of the sheets on INEC's Election Result Viewing platform. The INEC Election Result Viewing is an online platform where results from polling units are uploaded, transmitted, and published for the public. The portal also allows members of the public to create personal accounts to gain access to polling units results uploaded on the platform as PDF files. The third step is to check and be sure the voter's name is on the register of voters in that polling unit. This step has been made easy as registered voters can check the status of their registration on the INEC portal, which also reveals their polling units and all necessary information. Following this is getting authenticated with the BVAS through fingerprints or facials. Once accredited, the voter is issued a ballot paper by the presiding officer, who further explains voting procedure to the voters. The presiding officer also invites all accredited voters to form a single queue for orderliness. The next step is going to the cubicle where the ballot boxes are. The voter is expected to make a choice in secret and drop some printed ballot paper in the ballot box and proceed to the assistant presiding officer 2. The assistant presiding officer 2 is expected to ink the voter after dropping their ballot paper. After voting and inking the thumb, the voter can either leave the polling area or stay 300 meters away from the voting area to witness vote sorting and counting. The presiding officer is vested with the power to sort, count, and announce results for their polling units before submitting them to the appropriate persons. The upcoming elections are scheduled to hold in February and March. The presidential and National Assembly elections will hold on Saturday, 25th February 2023, and the governorship and House of Assembly elections will hold on Saturday, 11th March 2023. However, the Commission recently announced that voters who have been moved to a polling unit will be notified through text message. They added that the new allocations are meant to bring ease to polls and the voting process due to some polling units having too much crowd, with some having less congestion. While we bring you weekly reports on false information circulating on and off social media, a simple way to stop the spread of fake news is to verify any information before sharing them. Always remember that fake news causes damage with irreversible effects. For more details on the fact check, visit www.trustcheck.dailytrust.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at Trust TV News. Until I come your way next week, I am Hajara Hosseini.